And it's largely due to picking a pursuit that doesn't have a massive amount of leverage, didn't have quite as much ceiling potential. Right now, I'm working on the internet, which is an unbounded, completely open market with no ceiling at all. And previously, I was working in nightlife, which generates an awful lot of cash, but is completely constrained by how far people are prepared to travel to go to a nightclub.
Pick the right boat, pick the right lake, then row as hard as possible. So Chris, before he popped off on YouTube and started to make a lot of money through his podcast, he was doing really well. And what he said was the nightlife. Basically, he ran like nightclub events. You know how nightclubs will have like massive, like a certain night. It's like the flamingo pink night, whatever. It's like, you know, people dressed in this way and it's celebrating this thing and it's this type of music and stuff. He was kind of like the marketer, like the guy who was like hosting a bunch of those events, and they were making, like he said, a pretty good amount of money, but it wasn't the right boat, the right vehicle to make good, like huge levels of wealth. The reason why is because it was a physical location. He had to be up late at night and everything. There was only really a cap of how many people they could make money from every day, because, you know, the clubs have a cap, and like he said in different podcasts, he'd like sell out week to week and everything. But you can only get so many people inside of a physical location like a nightclub. And also then he's mentioned like it's all down to the distance that people will travel. Basically, what this just means is when you put your stuff on the internet, you have an infinite amount of leverage. Millions of people can consume your things, as is the case for his podcast, my YouTube channel. You have millions of viewers. So I can get millions or at least hundreds of thousands of people to see my products and consider buying it, compared to when it's in person in like a random store or location. By the way, bro, you're consuming all of these educational videos, which is awesome.